All right. So, what's the most important thing that African Americans need to know about their history?
Where the story starts is the most important thing. I'll go back to America again. We learn in school that America's story starts in 1776. Nicole Hannah-Jones, who was a professor at, I think she was at University of North Carolina. She left there, and I'm not sure where she teaches at now, but she wrote the 1619 Project. And her purpose in writing that book was she wanted to help America realize that your story started at the wrong place. Your story, your origin story actually started in 1619. So her purpose was in saying to America, you started the story at the wrong place. I'm going to tell you where the story actually starts. For us as African descendants, what we need to recognize is that our story didn't even start there. So America's story started in 1619, but the story for us did not start. Our story doesn't start where slavery began.
Right.
So for us as African descendants living in the United States, most of what we learn is that our story started when our ancestors arrived here as hostages. Nobody's story starts with hostages.
Okay. So what else do we kind of need to know as far as our history?
I think it's important for us to know also that we need to talk when we speak about things like slavery, and when we speak about things like when we speak about Africa, we need to recognize that for all of us who are African descendants, all of us who are part of the diaspora, our story did not start with slavery, but it starts in Africa. So the challenge for us is actually buying that. Because as African Americans, we've been nurtured to believe that we've been severed from Africa. We've been disconnected from Africa. When I was a child, if you wanted to get into a fight, if you wanted to go straight to the fight, all you had to do was call somebody an African.
That is so true, and add booty scratcher to it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Seriously.
And listen, and don't put the B word in there, because if you call somebody an old black African, boom. The story, the fight starts right then. All the other talk was just talk, but the fight starts at the point where you call somebody an old black African, because of what we've been trained to believe about what it means to be African.
Yeah.
So the education system just did a great job of literally severing us from what it means to be African. What that means is that for African Americans, we are the only people on the entire planet who's trying to create a positive identity out of 400 years of bad history. Nobody else on the planet is doing that. Everybody else knows who they are. Every Chinese American knows who they are, even if they were born in the United States. The fact that they're Chinese connects them to thousands of years of culture and history. Every other people group on the planet connects themselves to thousands of years of culture and history. And what the education system has trained us to believe is that we don't have that.
Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. You never know when I might be in the comments. And also, thank you guys for continuing to watch.